Good afternoon, class. We have completed this pH. I hope it is clear. Okay. So, what is the basic thing you have to keep in your mind? That is this one. More the H plus ion concentration, lower will be the pH and higher will be the acidic strength. Clear? Similarly, less the hydrogen ion concentration, higher will be the pH and lower will be the acidic strength. Okay. This I'm going to explain it little extra. Okay. This is extra. This doesn't come in your NCERT. So see that when just like for acid we find pH. Okay. For acid we find pH, and that should be if it is acid, the pH should be less than 7. Got it? Okay. And if we talk about the base, the pH should be more than 7. Clear? Okay. So actually, when we talk about the this is like H plus ion concentration explains acid. Yes. Similarly, OH minus ion explains base. Clear? Because we have studied in the definition that acids gives H plus and bases gives OH minus. Clear? So in simple way we can say that if pH is less than 7, okay, then it is acid, and if pH is greater than 7, then it is base. So if we talk about in terms of H plus and OH minus, what it will be? If this H plus ion concentration is greater than 10 to the power minus 7, greater, that means 10 to the minus 7, that means example, it should be 10 to the power minus 1 or 10 to the power minus 5 or 10 to the power minus 6, isn't it? So these values are greater than 10 to the power minus 7. So these are acids. Clear? So for this acid, okay. Now if this H plus ion is less than 10 to the power minus 7, got it? Less than, as for example 10 to the power minus 8, 10 to the power minus 9, 10 to the power minus 14, like this, then it will be considered as bases. I hope it is clear. Yes. So this was only H plus ion. So now I am introducing the OH minus ion concentration also. Since see H plus ion concentration and OH minus ion concentration altogether makes a 10 to the power minus 14. Clear? Any doubt in this? This is the formula that you have to learn. Okay. So now in this way, if H plus ion concentration is greater than 10 to the power minus 7, first let me explain for the neutral solution. For neutral solution, let me talk. Neutral solution, what it will be? H plus ion and OH minus ion concentration are equal. Clear? So in this equation put the value. This is H plus any one of, okay, like instead of this H plus and this OH minus, can I write H plus? Yes, tell me, can I write H plus? Okay, is equal to 10 to the power minus 14. Okay, so what it will be? H plus square is equal to 10 to the power minus 14. So what will be the H plus ion concentration? That will be under root 10 to the power minus 14. That means it is minus 7, isn't it? So for neutral solution, H plus ion concentration should be minus 10 to the power minus 7. And we know that H plus concentration and OH minus concentration both are same. So can't we say that OH minus concentration is also 10 to the power minus 7? Isn't it? So for neutral solution, H plus and OH minus concentration both are 10 to the power minus 7. Clear? Now come to the point. This. If this H plus ion concentration is more than 10 to the power minus 7, so what about OH minus ion concentration? Tell me. Okay, so if H plus ion concentration is greater than 10 to the power minus 7, so what will be for this? OH minus ion concentration will be less than 10 to the power minus 7, isn't it? And this is the condition for what? acid. Okay, and acid, that means pH will be less than 7. Hope it is clear. This is the condition for acid. Similarly, if H plus ion concentration is less than 10 to the power minus 7, so that means OH minus concentration will be more than 10 to the power minus 7, and this is the condition for base. So for base, the pH is greater than 7. So this is extra thing, like you can say by if OH minus ion is also given, then you can tell whether it is acidic or basic something. Okay, so this one is extra. So if you got it, just go once or twice, it will be clear. The things which you have to remember is this one in this neutral solution, this one, and for this acid condition, and next for basic condition. That's it. Okay, so now we are going to start the activity is given there in that your NCERT. One second, let me. Okay, so after giving this extra thing, let's come to the activity 2.11. There is a table 2.2 in your NCERT. Okay, so let me write this table 2.2. You have to make this table 2.2 in your notebook, and you have to tell that what can be the pH, tentative pH. This will be our practical once the school will reopen. Okay, but before that, just get the idea that what should be the pH of this range and pH range, and what will be the nature of the substance, like acidic or basic, something like that. How can you identify the acidic and basic nature? If the pH is less than 7, then it is acidic, and if pH comes more than 7, it is basic. Okay, so these are the things you just go through with this and make the table in your notebook. Okay, so now the next thing is importance of pH in everyday life. So for this, I am sharing a little clip for that, small clip for that. Just go through with that, and after that you have to note the summary of this importance of pH in everyday life for all these topics. Okay, so watch it.
Importance of pH. Does pH only have to do with the solution in laboratory, or does it also affect plants and human in daily life? Did you know that when acid rain flows to the river, the overall pH of the water reduces, and living organisms cannot survive if the change of pH is too much? In such cases, survival of aquatic animals becomes difficult. What about survival of plants? What's the most important factor for the healthy growth of a plant? Yes, it is soil. Plants require a specific pH of soil for the healthy growth. Plants cannot grow if soil is too alkaline or too acidic. So if the soil is too acidic, its pH can be raised by adding lime, which neutralizes the effect of excess acid in the soil. Similarly, if the soil is too alkaline, then its pH can be reduced by adding gypsum or some other substances which can neutralize the presence of excess alkaline in the soil. And does it affect us too? Now you should know that our stomach produces hydrochloric acid, which helps in digestion. Sometimes, if too much acid is produced, it causes pain and irritation. It can even cause ulcer. In order to treat this hyperacidity, a patient is advised to take antacid tablets or antacid solutions, and these antacids neutralizes the excess acid. Magnesium hydroxide is a mild base often used for this purpose, and the reaction looks something like this. The acid is neutralized to get salt and water. What about the pH in our mouth? Yes, the pH in our mouth also has an effect on our teeth. Tooth enamel is the hardest substance in our body and does not dissolve in water or in mildly acidic solution. However, it gets corroded slowly when the pH of the mouth falls below 5.5. But how does the pH falls below 5.5? When we eat food, some food particles remain stuck to the teeth. Bacteria present in our mouth produce acid by the degradation of sugar and food particles present in the mouth. This is what causes decaying of the teeth. What's the best way to avoid this? We should clean our mouth after eating food, and if something even better would be to avoid sugary foods. Cleaning the teeth by using toothpaste helps in preventing tooth decay. Toothpaste is generally basic and hence neutralizes the excess acid in the mouth and prevent tooth decay. The concept of pH also helps in understanding the self-defense used by certain plants and animals. If you ever been stung by a honeybee, do you know what really causes the acute pain? Yes, it's the acid in the sting which causes pain. That acid is formic acid. So if you use mild base like baking soda around the stung area, it gives us some relief. And in the nature there are some leaves which has stinging hairs on them. They inject acid upon touching them. Again, we can use something which is basic in nature to get some relief. So these were the some way in which the concept of pH is used in our daily life.
Hope you all have watched that and you got the things how the pH is important in our daily life. Okay, so now just move forward and come to the table 2.3. So table 2.3, it is written over there some natural source, what are the acid present in that, what are the natural source it can be, okay, other natural source and the acid present in that. As for example, vinegar, what is the acid present in it? Acetic acid. Orange, citric acid. Tomato, oxalic acid. Lemon, citric acid. Antisting, methanoic acid, or you can say formic acid. Both are same thing, okay? Methanoic acid and formic acid, both are same thing. So just you make this table and learn the substance present in the in these in these normal natural substances. Okay, like curd, which is the acid present over there? Can you think? Yes, it is lactic acid. In tamarind, tartaric acid. In tomato, oxalic acid. Onion, oxalic acid. Guava, oxalic acid. So there are so many things. These are 8 natural sources given over here. Just note it down, and extra 5, whatever you can think, just write it and let me know what you have decided, okay, what you have written. After that class, in text question 1 to 4 you have to do it in your notebook, and just try to understand all this concept. This was very easy lecture, I think. For this video was very easy, so just try to get it, and if there is any doubt, please let me know. And the next topic is more about salt, that we will start in our next video. Thank you, class.